guys, how you all doing? Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing my 2019 TBR video. So I made one of these for 2018 and I read like a fair few of the books on my TBR, but I didn't read some of them. So some of the books on this list I believe are ones that were on that 2018 TBR list in that video, because I'm awful. But I also have an announcement that kind of goes along with the first books I'm going to be sharing with you. These are basically the top 5 books that I'm going to be reading, or that I want to read in 2019. But I'm kind of cheating because I'm counting two series as one book. So the first books I want to read are the Throne of Glass series and the A Court of Thorns and Roses series. So this is part of the announcement. So me and PeytonReads are going to be hosting a read-along throughout the entire year of 2019. So every single month we're going to be reading a Throne of Glass book and then an ACOTAR book. Throne of Glass books are going to be going from the months of January through September. We're going to be reading The Assassin's Blade starting in January, finishing off with Kingdom of Ash. And we're giving Kingdom of Ash 2 months, August and September, because it's so fat. So we figured we'd give it 2 months, plus we had an extra month to read a book. So we're going a book a month, except Kingdom of Ash is 2 months. We're going to be reading the ACOTAR series from October through December and finishing off the read-along. So we're calling this the MAASALONG. We're really excited for it. I've been wanting to finish this series for a very long time, and I've been wanting to catch up and reread the books as well. I've only read up to Shadows. I haven't read The Assassin's Blade, I haven't read Tower of Dawn, and I have not read Kingdom of Ash. So I have some books to read for the first time, but I'm also very excited to reread the books because I really want to re-experience everything and hopefully fall back in love with it. I'm hoping to kind of rekindle my love for Sarah J. Maas and this series throughout the year of 2019, because I've kind of fallen out of love and kind of just don't really care anymore, and I don't like that because I did love all the books that I did read. So there's that. And then I've read A Court of Thorns and Roses and A Court of Mist and Fury, but I haven't yet read A Court of Wings and Ruin. We're also not including A Court of Frost and Starlight in this read-along because Peyton didn't like it. I've heard literally like no good things about it. I've just heard that it's pretty useless and boring, and I'm just not interested in reading it. So we're excluding that from this, but if you want, you can kind of change the plans, like alter the plans to fit you. So if you want, you could read 2 books in a month if you want to read ACOFAS, or you could read Kingdom of Ash in 1 month and then read ACOFAS in the remaining month. Whatever you want to do is fine, but I'm really excited about this read-along. I hope you guys want to join in with us. Either you've read the entire series before and you want to reread it, or if you haven't read it before and you want to give it a try. I'm very excited for this, and I do believe we're going to be doing monthly live shows discussing the books, which I'm also really excited for. So I think this is going to be a lot of fun. I hope you guys join in with us, and let's just move on with the rest of the TBR. The next book on my 2019 TBR is Children of Blood and Bone by Tomi Adeyemi. I really wanted to read this in 2018. I did start it, and I got up to page 44. I am going to start it from the beginning when I do get back to it, because I honestly don't really remember a whole lot of what happened. I started reading this when I wasn't really in a huge high fantasy mood, unfortunately. So I really want to get back to this because this is a lot of people's like favorite book of the year. It's super hyped up, it's super beloved on BookTube at the moment, and I just really want to read it. It sounds amazing, and I really want to support Tomi Adeyemi. She's become one of my favorite people this year. I don't know why. I love her social media presence. I'm super inspired by her entire story of publication and everything that's happened for her. I'm so happy that she has gotten the success that she has gotten. I really want to read this, but the reason why I haven't is because I just haven't been in a high fantasy mood. If I'm being honest, I'm still not in a high fantasy mood. Like, I'm in a super fluffy contemporary kind of mood. Yeah, I'm really excited to get to this one eventually. I don't really know what it's about. All I know is that there's no magic in this world. It's kind of been taken away. I guess they're trying to get it back. I think that's what it's about. But I'm very excited to see if I like it as much as everyone else does. This book on my TBR is Queen of Air and Darkness by Cassandra Clare. I just read Lord of Shadows for the first time. I really enjoyed it. It wasn't as good as I was wanting it to be, but I'll talk about that in a wrap-up. I don't know if that will be going up before or after this one, probably after. I really want to get to Queen of Air and Darkness. I'm just really not in the mood for a fantasy at the moment. I really, like I said, want swoony, fluffy contemporaries, and that's just not what this is. But I really want to figure out how this trilogy concludes. I want to figure out what happens after the events of Lord of Shadows, which everyone was so heartbroken by, but I really wasn't. I'm sure it'll hit me harder in this book. I just was expecting something else. Anyways, I'm really excited for this one. I would like to read this in the first half of the year before all of the details of Lord of Shadows leaves my mind and I'm in another situation where I have to reread books to read the next one. But this book is so heavy. I'm really excited to read it and hopefully I love it. I really want to love this more than I loved Lord of Shadows because I didn't love that one as much as I wanted to. So the next book that I want to get to is The Young Elites by Marie Lu. This is on my TBR last year. Didn't get to it. I love Marie Lu's trilogy Legend. I loved it so much and I just haven't read any of her other novels and I've owned this for a year now, just over a year, and I haven't reached for it yet. I was gonna listen to the audiobook, but I just never got around to it, so I really want to read it and love it because I own the first 2 books. I don't really know what it's about at all. Ooh, I like the little first line in the flap. It says, "I'm tired of being used, hurt, and cast aside." Adelina Amaturu is a survivor of the blood fever. A decade ago, the deadly illness swept through her nation. Most of the infected perished, while many of the children who survived were left with strange markings. Adelina's black hair turned silver. Her lashes went pale, and now she has only a jagged scar where her left eye once was. Ooh. Her cruel father believes she is a malfeito, an abomination, ruining their family's good name and standing in the way of their fortune. But some of the fever's survivors are rumored to possess more than just scars. They are believed to have mysterious and powerful gifts, and though their identities remain secret, they have come to be called the Young Elites. Ooh. And then there's another character's description, but I'm not going to read that. But that sounds pretty cool. I really want to get to it, so hopefully I can finally read this year and catch up on all of Marie Lu's novels, because damn, I'm behind. The next book is one that I'm super excited for and really want to get to because the sequel comes out this year, and that is Heart of Iron by Ashley Poston. This is the first book in a sci-fi series. I don't know if it's a trilogy or a duology or an actual series, but all I know is that this one sounds really good. She is the author of Geekerella, which I loved, and I just really want to get to this one. All I know is that it kind of gives me Lunar Chronicles vibes in the sense of there's like an android. I don't know. 17-year-old Anna is a scoundrel by nurture and an outlaw by nature. Found as a child drifting through space with a sentient android called DO9, Anna was saved by a fearsome space captain and the grizzled crew she now calls family. But DO9, one of the last remaining illegal metals, has been glitching, and Anna will stop at nothing to find a way to fix him. Anna's effort to save DO9 leads her on a quest to steal the coordinates to a lost ship that could offer all the answers. But at the last moment, a spoiled Ironblood boy beats Anna to her prize. He has his own reasons for taking the coordinates, and he doesn't care what he'll sacrifice to keep them. And when everything goes wrong, she and the Ironblood end up as fugitives on the run. Now their entire kingdom is after them, and the coordinates, and not everyone wants them captured alive. What they find in a lost corner of the universe will change their lives and unearth dangerous secrets. But when a darkness from Anna's past returns, she must face an impossible choice. Does she protect a kingdom that wants her dead, or save the metal boys she loves? I just think that's so cute. And it sounds really cool, and so I'm really excited. I'm not a huge fan of sci-fi books, but I love the Lunar Chronicles. That's really the only sci-fi that I've enjoyed. But this one, like I said, gives me kind of the same vibes with the whole fugitives and androids, and I'm just really excited because I find that from any sci-fi book I've read or sci-fi movie I've watched, my favorite parts have always been the androids. I love Aiko. I loved Alfie, was it, from Zenith. I love C-3PO from Star Wars. Like, you know, I like the android character, so I'm really excited about this one, so hopefully I can get to this one before the sequel comes out. And the last book that I'm telling you about for my 2019 TBR, obviously there's a lot more books I want to get to in the year, but these are just the ones that I'm deciding to share with you. The last one is Afterworlds by Scott Westerfeld. Oh my goodness, I think I've owned this book for 4 years. But I really want to read this book in January. If you're not aware, if you don't watch my writing videos, or if you're just stumbling upon my channel with this video, I'm a writer, I'm an author, I want to be published, and I'm currently working on my novel that I would love to be published. This is the book that I want to pursue publication with, and so this book is about publishing and writing, and that's why I want to get to it while I'm in this mood, and I'm super excited about the future with publishing. This one is basically told in 2 different ways. We have our main character who is writing a book and is publishing a book, I think, and then we also get to read from her actual story that she's writing and publishing, which I think is really, really cool. Really good things about this book, and that just really intrigues me, learning more about the publication world and seeing things from Darcy's point of view with publishing, and I'm really excited. So like I said, I want to read this book in January. I have already started it. I started it when I first got it, and I'm on page 62, but because it was so many years ago, I am going to start from the beginning. But I'm really excited about this one. I think this is one of the ones that I'm most excited about to get to in 2019, so hopefully in my January wrap up you'll be hearing me reading this book and talking about it. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. Let me know down below in the comments what you guys are planning on reading in 2019. I'd really love to know. Give this video a huge thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Subscribe if you have not yet already, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!